Welcome to my allotment in East Sussex for the first week of July. Wow, it's hot. It's too hot for anything. I'm not going straight into my diary this week because last week I had some constructive comments by 3 of my viewers, and it's about background music and that it was too loud. And this is what I like about YouTube. It's the interaction between viewers with the producer. And gardening or allotmenteering, being of a gentle pastime, comments are generally of a genteel nature. Why do people watch allotment uploads? I think initially they want to see how someone else is doing on their plot. Potato reveals are very popular, as are plot tours. Or if they have a problem, however they solved this similar problem. But mainly they enjoy watching people work. But the biggie is they like to be entertained. Remember Allotment Grow House watching paint dry? A classic. Which brings me to the constructive criticism I received regarding background music. Some people hate it in any shape or form. Oh, excuse me while I turn this background music off. That's better. I can't stand this background music. My youngest daughter being one, for instance. I've had to sit watching videos of drain inspections, which if they did not have background music, would have increased the suicide rate by 1. Since their conception, films have had background music to give atmosphere, dramatic effect, drama, and large sums of money are spent on it, which brings in copyright to protect that investment. YouTubers have to use copyright tracks available on the internet, and tastes in music are varied. My tastes in music are guitar music, blues, jazz, classical, church organ, the 60s rock and roll, the 70s with Simon and Garfunkel and Queen, none of which are good for background music. I go through loads of free backing tracks, asking myself, will this do? Or definitely not that, or this one. But it's a time-taking process. When I consider a track is okay and might work, the next item is editing. And I do spend a lot of time on editing and use what I consider is a good editing program, supplied with iMovie on my Apple Mac. I start with editing the clips by selecting a section that illustrates what I'm doing and cutting it when I become bored. For example, it takes 44 seconds to put in a screw. Boredom, or my boredom threshold, kicks in around 10 seconds. Next I insert the speech, doing my best to describe what is occurring on the screen in the time frame of the clip, sometimes extending the clip by a few seconds, or reducing the speech content, or even cutting out the silent parts of the speech, say when one takes a breath. During this process the sound on the clip is turned off, and there is a part of the editing package which asks, do you want other sounds, i.e. background music, to be reduced? And I take that option. The download is played through without background music, but raising the level of background on the actual clip slowly, and there could be wind noise or a jet flying. Masking one's sawing wood the sound will be turned off, and therefore the sound then has to be dubbed on. Only then is the background music put on at 15% volume, which is halved when it coincides with speech. I hope this demonstrates my intention to produce a satisfying video, and I really need some interaction from my viewers. It could be my device or the viewer's device. I know some viewers use their phones. I use an iPhone, but do you get the same effect with an Android? Or do you view on Netflix? But wherever you view on, it'd be interesting to find out what kind of effect the background music has on that media. And what type of music do you prefer? Why not listen to a few of those available on YouTube and let me know? Or you may be a hater of background music full stop, or just when speech is in progress. Then again, it could be my Leeds Loiner accent putting you off. So I look forward to receiving your comments and publishing the results. So for now, I will complete the upload with inserts of my diary. When Robin visited me, he made a comment that when fencing, extracting the posts is labour intensive work. I forgot to tell him about a useful piece of kit I have, which is called a tractor jack, which took 1 minute 28 seconds to remove, shown here in just 21 seconds. As we saw last week, butterflies gain access in the Brassica Enviro cage. And as the vegetables grow larger, it becomes more difficult to clear leaves of eggs or caterpillars. Therefore I am removing it, and before watering commences I have a bug picking session. I have had to free blackbirds who have also gained access to the cage, so removing the cage also helps these helpers. In my dreams I've entered into a deal with the blackbirds. The truth is I bought a pyro engraving kit from Aldi, and in trying it out, this is what was on my mind as my first project. The birds are nesting and feeding young, and it's hot and they need water, and soft fruit is a good substitute, and they are stripping soft fruit bushes like there is no tomorrow. I managed to harvest before the onslaught, and this is the evidence. A delicious gooseberry pie. sun's starting to hot up now. It's really coming down. So it's time to call it a draw. And I'll come back probably this evening or early tomorrow morning. But for this morning's session, I'm going to bring this to a close. I didn't come back in the evening. It was far too hot, and I relaxed in the pool, as I did most days this week. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Hope it was better than last week's video, and do comment on whether music is too loud or you don't like that music. Let me know what kind of music you do like. I will try and fit your needs. But give me a thumbs up if you really liked it, and I'll see you next week. Bye.